Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks, and over the last day, well, 2 days, I've been working on this project, and somebody's already cut it out, and it worked. So this will work, and then somebody else posted a file on my Facebook page that would save you a lot of material and a lot of cut time. This kind of looks funny because the holes for the dowels look like they don't match up, but they're individually between there. So, and if you have a big fusion, this will work. A big bed, I have one that's 40 by 28. If you don't, you could either cut these in separate units or make the whole thing a little bit smaller. I've already made a rectangle that's 36.75 by 18, and that's what we want. I've drawn a line on my sheet that's 18 inches. I'm gonna go to edit and step and repeat, and I'm gonna step it 49 times. I'm gonna go here to make sure I got the 36.75. Now I've already drawn a line that's 3/4 of an inch large or small, and I'm gonna have it snap to that. Got to zoom in here to make sure I get it on the middle. Now we need to move that down. This bar is 18 inches. The first one is 15 inches. The first segment is 15 inches long. So I'm going to change that to 15. I'm going to grab that. I'm going to move it down 15 inches. I'm going to Control D and make a duplicate of that line. I'm going to put it up here. I got to zoom in. And like I said, if you don't have a big bed laser, you could do this smaller or make it into sections. So we're going to make this one 9 inches. So I'm going to grab that line. I'm going to nudge it down 9 inches. Now I'm going to grab both those lines, and I'm going to close this window, and I'm going to open up the effects blend, and I'm going to blend them 47 times because we already have 2. And then I'm going to hit apply. And you can see what I'm doing here. So we've got our cut line. Now, to save even a little bit more time, we can delete this first line, and we can delete this last line, because this box is going to be cut out, and that'll save you 2 cut lines. And I did not get the box to the corner. Sometimes, if you don't get that 2-point or 4-point line, that doesn't work. So there's your cut lines. That's pretty sweet. Now you need to decide what size of dowel you want. We're going to go with 1/2 of an inch. I'm going to lock my ratio, and I'm going to go 0.5. So both of them are 0.5. And I'm suggesting use like a 3/8 inch dowel. I'm going to go to the store later and get one. Now I'm going to have it snap to that. I'm going to move it over 0.375, which is half of that 3/4, to get it in the center. And now remember, we wanted it halfway between this deal that's 15, so we want to nudge it down to 7.5. We'll nudge that down. That put it in the middle. I'm pretty sure we can do a test with the virtual segment or the parallel dimension tool. We got 7.25 and 7.25. So we're exactly in the middle of where we need to be. We'll go ahead and get rid of these. We're going to Control D and make a duplicate of that guy. And we're going to put it over here. And we're going to put it right here where we have the other one. We're going to change our nudge factor to 0.375 and move it over. Whoop. Now we need to move it down. This one's 9 inches. I'm pretty sure. Let's measure it. 9 inches. So let's move this guy down 4.5 inches. And that's in the middle of that. Now, we need to know how many lines there are. If we move our box out of the way for just a second, we can hold down the Alt key, and we got 48 objects. So let's back up here. So now we need to blend this. I'm grabbing both the circles. I'm gonna get the blend tool. We've already got 2, so I need to do 46 blends and see what it did. It made it go uphill. Well, it didn't do it right. So let's try blending it. I guess it's because it's in the center. And you can't grab anything but the 2 circles. Let's grab it, let's blend it 47 times. There we go, that's in the center. Now you would do the same thing on the other side. So let's Control D and make a duplicate of that guy. Let's put it right there. Have it snap to that corner. Let's move it over 0.375 so it'll be in the middle. Now let's get our nudge factor, and this is 3 inches, no, yeah, it's 3 inches, so we want 1.5. Nudge that down 1.5. Make a duplicate of that circle, or that dowel rod holder, and let's put it right there. This sounds a little confusing, but once you do it, it's pretty easy. Let's snap it to there, change our nudge factor back to 0.375 and move it over. Now this one I think is 9 inches again, because it's going to be a little less. Let's get our parallel dimension tool. Need to be in the center. Let's start all over. Snap to object is causing a problem. So let's do this. Let's go up to snap to. Well, snap to objects isn't on. It is 9 inches. So you might have one that's a duplicate. So let's move our nudge factor to 4.5 and move this down. Now we need to grab those 2, and this is where you're gonna have to use the shift select, because you can't grab that one and that one without grabbing those hash marks. So grab that one, hold down the shift key and grab that one, and we're gonna go 47 times like we did in the other one. And voila, this will cut out a lot faster than the very first one I did. And like I said, if you don't have a big bed, you could break this down into sections and do it piece by piece. And this really doesn't look like they're in the center, but they are. Anyway, I hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.